Okay, and welcome to midterm week. And this kind of snuck up on us like it usually does. And when you get to be my age, you see that the time goes by a little faster. Plus, to be fair, this semester was organized a little bit differently. So this one actually caught me by surprise. But we're halfway through the course. And guess what? Some of you are behind. And so we got to talk about that and what's going to happen this week and how we're going to address midterm and how that works. Okay, so midterm review. Here's where we are now. Where we should be. Okay, now to be honest, at this point, every one of you should have 12 completed shows because we have been broadcasting for at least 6 weeks. That's 12 shows. And there are actually people that do have 12 shows, but most of you don't. And now, that's not to say that that you couldn't possibly be excused for some of this, but really, 12 shows is really what was expected. You also, by this point, should have sponsors. If you don't have sponsors now, you got to get them. And you should have customized your websites. You were showed how to do this, and there are YouTube videos that I put up that demonstrate that as well. And so the websites need to look a little better. And all shows should be in the lineup. And fortunately there, I think we actually have done that. I basically set up all of the shows that we have to be on the lineup. And so there is a lineup. But in some cases, they don't have a complete repertoire of shows, let's say. And we haven't really been able to get into that, unfortunately. Okay, now the midterm philosophy, and this is something that's important. The midterm philosophy is that the midterm grades are intended to be a warning. And in most cases, you're going to get warned. So essentially, the midterm grades are a point to show, whereabouts you are in relation to where you should be. And they're based on semester expectations. And there were some expectations. Now, at the same time, it's only an estimate, and going back to the expectations maybe have been a little bit lower than they normally would be, but there were some. And so I'm going to ask you to expect flexibility, but not miracles, meaning that you've got to work with me. You cannot make up 12 shows if they're not already there. But what you can do is give me some kind of a good faith gesture in the week before midterm. And so, let me tell you what's going to happen this week. Very simple. The exam will have to be completed by Friday at 3 p.m. It's not going to be an in-person exam. It's going to be on Canvas. So it'll be just like the quizzes that you did, assuming that you did them. And so do the exam by 3 p.m. on Friday because I have to submit grades shortly thereafter. I expect a full week of shows. If you haven't done any shows last week, this is the week to do 2 shows. And I expect a sponsorship. Have a sponsor ready. Active sweeps and documentations. Now I'm going to put up a form that you can fill out that I will expect you to send me as a PDF file or something like that. So basically, you can write in the details. I'll do it as a word processor document because that's probably the easiest way to go. And you will also be provided with a midterm exam review packet, which will be posted in Canvas today. And so pretty much that's what the expectations are going to be. It could be a tough week, but we do have to at least have a good faith gesture in what's going on because the second half of the semester has got to be better than the first half. In other words, if we're going to do this radio program, we have to do the radio program. And so we've had some issues with the virus, but that cannot completely stop us. We have to do something. Okay, so that's basically what we're looking at. Now this week, we're going to change the calendar schedule because now that we're thinking in terms of midterm, I will be basically available for lab sessions on Wednesday and Friday. Friday, you just have to do the exam and basically come in if you need help. And so that's really what I'm looking to do.